these are some principles related to pay or remuneration, we can say that. So equal pay for equal work, it is one such principle. These people should be paid equally for the equal nature of work. Yes. Then it is a state paying capacity. Pay depends on the paying capacity of that state. In fact, work can never be exactly paid in that proportion. You cannot be able to assess the exact cost of that work. Exact cost of that work depends on organization, economic condition, many other such factors. This. So still people cannot be paid for their work. Many a time their contributions can be huge and you cannot pay for that. But pay is a way to establish a relationship between work and pay. That is how we try. So state paying capacity, like our paying capacity is different. Paying capacity of US is different. So in US, employees may work less, but they are paid more. In our country, employees work more, but they are paid less. This. So that way we can say, in fact, their unemployment allowance is more than our employment allowance. This. So paying capacity, you'll find this. Then efficiency factor. Better pay means it will attract efficient people. Yes. That's why corporate sectors are able to attract those graduates and BTech wala, isn't it? This, because they can pay better. This. The efficiency factor is also important. Then it is decent standard of living you have to. So a decent standard should be maintained, whatever the pay you have. That's why government has minimum wages, maximum also. This. The government has minimum wages as salary, which is 17,000 something or like this. The minimum pay that you should have. So this way we can consider decent standard. That's why they give different types of allowances. We'll find. Then it is called cost of, let's say, state as the model employer. State as model employer means that not by paying more, but by setting precedent. Good precedent. Because pay should not be something like nowadays we say package, grade, etc. Remuneration should qualify to be a remuneration rather than package. But आजकल पैकेज की बात होती है, पे की नहीं. Yes. So this way, so even if a state has a good paying capacity, still state should not pay so that there is greed, rather than it should have a decent standard of pay. Yes. Which will take time to understand, right? Or no time to understand because we may not deal all these things. But Narayan Murthy says that there should be capping on highest pay. This is should know. Corporate sector has promoted corporate greed. This you should know this. Because this is how for each and every work people want that they should be paid. Everything should be incentivized, as if without money they cannot work anything. Corporate sector, greediness. But a scientist, you can say that a scientist working in, let's say, research field, academicians in universities, right? Bank professionals you can consider, journalists you can consider, they are also employees. They also work, but their pay structure is different. So, but people working in corporate sector, their salary is different. This you should know. A scientist can have lots of innovations and inventions, but still he is paid that salary. That is how, let's say, pay should be a decent standard rather than pay should be like a greed, the way it has happened in corporate sector. Yes. But that issue we are not dealing, so we'll not go into this. Like कि 6 crore, 5 crore, 10 crore, 20 crore, that kind of package is given. That kind of thing, even millions you'll find that. Even in millions, and also it can be billion. Is it remuneration? Anyhow, so it is like, let's say that Pandora box type thing, but pay should be a decent standard. This is how he said. When there is moonlighting and etc. culture, so when you debate all those things, then you will come to realize this. Anyhow, then cost of living, basically people serving in some areas which can be dangerous area, let's say hazardous nature of job or risky area. Let's say if you are posted in Naxalite infested areas, etc., the cost of living, etc., will know that government will try to give some extra pay. There can be some other such factors. This is how I can say. More importantly, pay in public sector is because of public service spirit, and that's why pay is less. Pay in private sector is profit motive, that's why pay is more. So pay in private sector, generally you find that it is more. Pay in public sectors, because state paying capacity may not be as high as paying capacity of one private company. A private company can have a better paying capacity. It wants to attract good people. It can have, let's say, profit motives. So because of that, they pay better than what we can pay in. Raghuram Rajan as RBI governor will derive less pay than what he derives as professor in Chicago University. This. Or one-time fee for him for any such, let's say that lecture or any can be, let's say, equal to what he got pay as RBI governor. Yes. So then that is how the debate, there are some debates, let's say, debates are related to like pay parity, let's say, that's pay linked with efficiency and corruption. The pay is linked with efficiency because it does attract, but whether pay is linked with corruption also. Low pay means high corruption, and high pay means less corruption. Right. No. Right. Similarly, IAS versus, let's say, rest, others are demanding that they should be having pay parity. IRS, IPS, etc., they are demanding that there should be pay parity with IAS. After all, their work is also important. They say that they also work hard, and their nature of work or importance of work has increased. They are demanding. Plus, then there is private versus public sector, especially peer pressure. Pay parity means related to IAS, IPS, IRS, etc. They should get pay equal to their counterparts in business sector, corporate sector. This what should be done. Then pay performance link. Should we link pay with performance, and if we link with performance, so should we, let's say that remove if there is lack of performance. That is how government has introduced perform or perish aspect. So these are some, let's say, key developments related to pay.